Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for the continuing adventures with our town in Celestial Empire. And well, we're going to be busy expanding everything and hopefully also unlocking the Jade Emperor Monument. We take a look at that, we'll see that the Jade Emperor Monument's all the way up here. We need 2,000 research points for it. We make 450 a day now, which is okay, it's decent. But I want to make more, and one way to do that is ensure that we get as many people in range of these buildings so that they all do what they have to do. Now, we can first of all check if we still have buildings that need upgrading. They don't. But another thing we could simply do, it's not that much work, is try and expand our empire in terms of population growth. And with that, we unlock a ton of new people that can actually do exactly what we want, namely make research points for us by getting a few of those extra buildings as well. So the big question now is, how far does the market reach? Well, that's pretty far. So let's just get going with a few more housing blocks. Get extra people in. That can also mean that we can get extra of these buildings, and then we should be good for a while. Now, one of the things, of course, we have to keep in mind is something like faith. So we have to build the shrines everywhere so that all the houses and people will be safe. So that's why I'm setting this up right now. Just to make sure that everything will be safe and we don't have to worry about that. They also generate us the faith points, which is another very good thing. And we're going to need some extra other buildings as well. Oops, that one needs to be moved. That was in the wrong position. Something like wells and stuff. So we might just, well, you know, go straight ahead with that too. We might even need some decorations at some point. But the wells, like these, can also go a little bit more out of the way. And then they will still encompass the whole city. So that's good enough. And this should just generate a lot more income at some point. See, we went from 1.6 in the beginning to 1.8 now. But it also should lead to us, and what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to simply move a few of these buildings out of the way so that we generate some spaces here. And then all we have to do... Oh, we need a little bit more space than I anticipated. So we're going to be moving 2 buildings then out of the way. But that just opens up options for us to get the extra research buildings in. And even maybe a well or something else we can fit in there. So we can just slightly move those. But you can already see that just adding these buildings right now adds to 630 instead of the little bit that we had. So that's already bonus. Now, I'm thinking of moving this well in here, because that's more efficient use of space, so that's good. And then we can still build more houses here if we want to. I wonder if these all are in reach of a market. See, these are not in reach of a market, so that's something to keep in mind. But we might just build an extra market here. But yeah, this way we can see all the buildings are set to be, except this one, are set to be protected by faith. See, there's only one out here that's not protected. All the others are, so let's just build this right here. And therefore, we're just doing a good job. And we can get even more research points if we get ready to upgrade these. We need a bit more planks for those, but we can just hold off and see if that comes in. We make 2.4 now. And that's already something that I would tell you. If you need to get a lot more money, make sure that you just build extra houses. It'll be very helpful. We can see we don't produce enough wood now, so that might be a thing. We do produce enough planks. We have plenty of rice at the moment. Might be, yeah, see, now we're not producing enough clothing and stuff, but that's okay. We can work on that. But this is already bonus. Now, another thing we can now unlock is the actual Jade Emperor Monument. So let's purchase it. There we go. We do need tea leaves for it and enough warm clothing to actually get these going. So we might have to invest in that. But for now, at least we can lay the foundation of the Jade Emperor Monument. And by doing so, we at some point will provide the monument to these people. And that will be very good for them. They'll be happy with it. So, see, connected to the Yamen. Nearby temple, decorations. And yeah, they're all good. these will give bonuses to them, just as this one does. So that's nice. Now, we do have to adjust some of our... oh, now we produce enough logs again, so that's good. We produce enough planks, we produce enough rice. We don't produce enough clothing, so that might be something. We still have our hemp farms out here, but they might get a little bit in the way of the development of the town. So, growing our town and moving some of those industries away can be a really good way of dealing with that. Now, we need 61 planks, I think. Or do we need 39 and we have 61? No, we have 39. So, can't build this yet. We need a lot more planks. But when we do, we open up an area out here for some more hemp farms, for instance, or other farms. So, that's already good. We have our wood industry here. And that's the only wood industry that we have. So, for this town, it's okay. But we will get a bigger one later. We did work on more rice out here. And that's working. So what we can also do is just do the hemp production out here. They also need the water and stuff, but we can get that in. So what I'm actually thinking is to build another road here. We already have a granary there, so that's okay. Let's build a little road here, like this. Not too far out. Then all the way up. And all the way down. And then we might just expand, or at least build one, see how it works. So we can build one out here. Then we should be able to get a warehouse here as well. Yep. And then we can extend this farm. We do it like this, and then we add 6 fields here. We can see that this is all good. So what I'm going to do now, and this is going to take a little bit of time, but what I'm intending to do is this. And now we'll move another one. Press M, you can quickly move a building. And this should lead to us getting all the fields here. And now all we need to make is one water supply. So build one right there. We can already see it's working for this one farm because there is water here now. And then we just make another water canal here. And there we go. Now these are all watered and these 3 are now working. So that's already one extra field for the purpose of getting hemp. What I would also like to do is this. Create a road like right there. Now this is... the hemp building itself is 4 squares and then we need just 2 more. So we could, for instance, build another one right here. Build the road in front of it. And this way try to optimize the space that we need by doing this. And now we can build another one right here again. And that is just for space optimization. So is this the right building? I don't think so. Okay, click the wrong one. Yeah, this is the right one. So here we go. It's connected to a road. Why does it say it's not connected? Oh, no warehouse. Oh, that's okay. We just built another warehouse then. Now all we have to do is this. Now I wonder if we can get enough space here. So what we could do as well, I think, is just build the farm on this side and then get the fields on this side. I wonder why...
The field must be connected to an already built one.
I know. But apparently if we do it like this, it should work. So that's funny and interesting. But I have to get the water there now too. So I'm thinking about how to make sure that that happens. Probably do it like...
The field must be connected to an already built one.
Okay, well... can also just remove a bit of the road here, of course. That could help. Then let's move this. Place it right there. And then... no, I didn't want to create a waterway there, but... well, I can leave it. Now we can just build the field like this. There we have another field. Now we have 6 of these, which should lead to a lot more production. Now we can have a lot more workers in there. Because we did not have those peasants in before. We have plenty of peasants, so now they're actually working. Let's upgrade some of these buildings so that they can do more. And now we can also move the clothing makers. Let's make the productions more effective. And let's now move these. We'll move one right out there. You can move one right out here. That's all fine. This warehouse will leave for a bit because it still might be working. No, it's not working for the rice, but that's okay. We can get rid of the waterways here. And this is already freeing up space for our town, which I think is good. So that's already helpful. And now we should be producing... We're producing 23 hemp a minute and we're only using 6.
From sunrise to sunset,
So it's now the time to actually expand the industry big time. This should get it up from 6 to 10.8. Okay, that's good. And if we add peasants in here too, that should also make a difference. There we go. And now, see, now we are producing plenty of clothing.
one grade at a time.
Plus
City
5.
stays supplied.
So, you have to sometimes, especially in the beginning, when you start out, you have to get everything in a cramped space. But once you grow, you have more and more space that you can use. And I would always suggest try and make use of that space. So, just move some stuff. Try and make it a little bit efficient in terms of how much area you use. And that can be really helpful. I'm actually going to try...
This harvest will be unmatched.
Let's start with this one. If we move this over here, we might well be able to get another rice paddy going. The question only is, can we get to the water good enough? I think we can, but... Yep. Good. That's another one that's now moved to that side. So that's nice. And I wonder, we should be able to divert water from here, like this, and then build another canal here, maybe add an extra pump. It will probably stop right there, yes. So we might be able to move another one to a road connection, of course. And now... I have to go like this to have it connected to the water and it will work. But see, now this one moved as well. So now we have only one left here and that's freed up more space here that we can use for town expansions. I'm happy with this. Now, I was already planning on expanding the town this way, and I'm actually going to do that right now, because this will get us a lot more space for other constructions as well. Because one of the things we need for this monument is tea and warm clothing. And warm clothing is something that we haven't even unlocked yet. So let's go into clothing and stuff. Let's check what we still have to do. Here we have the tea farm. Let's unlock that for now. Let's make sure that we can get it as cheap as possible. There we go. The tea house, but we don't really need the tea house yet. We just need the tea. And then here we get the sorghum, the draft animals, the ducks, and then we get the warm clothing. So let's purchase this one. We have 2,000 points. So yeah, now we're through with the points here. So we're going to save some more points, which is excellent. Let's upgrade this to get more research points if we can. Yes, we can. The faster we accumulate, the more upgrades and stuff we can do. We're now up to 810 points. I believe we started with 400 something, so we nearly doubled it. We also can spend some guard points, which will be helpful. Let's see which guard has something that we actually need. Increases the max size of fields, which allows to increase productivity. Ooh. And we can make all the fields bigger. The problem is we haven't really set it up for that, but gives additional capacity to houses within 50 cells from the Yamen. Ooh, that's good. Kind of want to get these. The only problem is, if we go back now, we'll see that every farm will start to complain. See, they have space left. So that's the issue now. And I don't think I can just expand it this way. See, it has to be connected. So we can't really upgrade the productions out here. Can probably do this. Look at how much extra space they can have. That's quite a lot, actually. But that's about it. So, can I do it in here? Oh, yes, I can. All right. Well, that's a bonus. So it will increase productivity. They can produce more, which of course is a good thing. So that's nice. Maybe if we get an extra addition here for space, then we might have the option to get these expanded. Although I think this one can already be expanded. See, there we go. But that's a bonus. But now for all future farms, we can make them the maximum size anyways, which is good. Now we have a ton of space here. We have our fishing industry, I think.
From sunrise to sunset, we work.
So one of the things we're going to have to build is sorghum plantations. They're pretty big. They also need the water. So let's go see if we build a sorghum plantation somewhere. So let's say we build one, I don't know, right here. Needs a granary connection, but it also needs the sorghum fields. It needs 75 fields. So how big will that be? Oh, that's pretty big. 73, 2 more. Okay, that's it. So if we build, I think I'm going to do it this way. We're going to build a well here. Then we do the canals like this. And then what we can do is we can lay a road parallel to it. And we can just make a bridge connection. And now if we place a granary out here, it should work. So it will have the connection. That way, we can just get another sorghum farm, I guess. Build a bridge. And now we just have to make sure that it has
Yogwai are coming to our city.
the fields it needs. Okay, that's good. I don't care about the Yogwai because we should be all protected. If not, we made a little boo-boo, but we can fix that, so that's okay. Let's go. Make a few more fields. Alright, so now we started sorghum production. 15.8, that's good. That will now...
But we can't keep up.
That will now get in here, so that's good. And then we might also get ducks and stuff on this side, so that will be helpful. Another thing we have to get is tea, so maybe that is something that we should get on this side. Question is how we're going to do it now with the fertility. No warehouse in range. Oh, we can build a warehouse. Let's build a warehouse. See, now it has a warehouse in 100 fields. Oh, wow. That is actually a lot. If we need extra water, we'll just get it at some point. I'm just trying to figure out how much space a tea farm actually needs. Well, that's quite a lot. It has water from this one. I think if we build another tea farm on this side, we can also get that a lot of water. Okay, and now I think all we have to do is set one irrigation canal underneath here, see? Because that's basically now a bridge. Now this has water too. So now we're also making tea leaves. Not too many, but enough so that we can get to the monument. And I think we're making pretty efficient use of the space. Just one pump.
Let's come in. Let's go up.
We have the buildings here we need. And the next step for clothing should be the duck farm. So let's get to the duck farm. Let's get the reduced construction cost, because that is one that I like. Let's just upgrade as far as we can. Now we have to get to the ducks. Now it requires breeding pens to operate, needs a warehouse connection, and needs a granary connection. Okay. That's a toughie. Needs a warehouse and needs a granary.
We're always
Workers
in
cannot
motion,
keep up.
but the
Oh, that's
workload is
okay.
only growing.
This is still an area that we're not using, so why not try and get the ducks out here? Let me just build a road here in the middle. I don't think these need any other thing than... so no water and stuff. So what if we just build a duck farm here? Needs a granary. Well, we can build the granary up here. It also needs duck farm places. Oh wow, that's actually good. Now I'm wondering if there will be a thing to upgrade that we can have extra duck fields. We have it on the farms. Does it count for this too? Now it was with Ao Guang, the god. See, gives additional pastures. So we have to keep that in mind, that we can soon get extra pastures as well. To make this the most optimal as well, I guess. So I'll just move this one over here.
Venture is coming. Prepare supplies of wood and food.
There's 2 extra pastures we could get, so we'll just leave this open for now. Should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can still we're still making 2.6, so that's pretty good.
They don't talk, but they tell you everything. With
They
a look.
don't talk, but they tell you everything. And then people say I'm weird. Okay, well, you know, interesting. Let's just get the extra workforce in.
If we keep this pace, the city will have food for months.
With the extra workforce, you just ensure that you get the highest productivity for now. And then later on, we can still keep upgrading all of these and they'll be even more productive. But now we know that we're good on the people. That's what I'm aiming for right now. Just to be good enough on the people. Yep, that granary is working.
Step by
The
step,
warehouse is
cart by
working.
cart, we keep this city running.
It said it needed a warehouse connection, but I don't know why. Okay. And then, oh, the warehouse is overloaded too. So let's build an extra warehouse here. That can help out. Now we just need to unlock the sewing room, which is right here. Can we also do the reduced cost? Yes. Okay. Now that will be cheaper too. 8 tools. Oh, we have that. I'm gonna start with 2. Let's see what it does. We produce more ducks, we produce more hemp than we use, and we will now produce 4 pieces of clothing. We only need 2. This will need to be expanded at some point though. Ah, but luckily we can put extra craftsmen in here, which is handy. Because we have those, so that's good. We now produce 6.4. I like that. So we now make that warm clothing as well. So slowly... what's happening here? A rice farm has no fields.
At this speed,
Oh, it can have
we'll
extra
fill any
fields.
granary to the brim.
Alright. That's just making it slightly more productive. I'm good with that. Oh, we're losing a bit of wood because that's winter time. We have this. Look at this. We're getting back up to 100,000. So, yes, in the beginning of the game, you do a lot of investments. That's how I like to call them. You have to build a lot of structures. They cost money. And it's like, oh, you're losing money very quickly. Yeah, maybe. But those are investments because with this whole city that we have, we actually make a lot of money now. And we're doing quite okay, I would say. So, we're going to keep this up. Let me check the salt production. Is that still good? Yes, it's good. It's not optimal yet. Might have to improve some of this, but well, we're going okay. I'm still a bit sad that these have so much room for extra fields that I can't really use, but you know, it is what it is at the moment. Maybe later on we'll move them again and everything will be fine.
A good deal today means a full belly tonight.
I'm just kind of starting to think that we should just build a few extra houses here. Oh, no, that one needs to be moved. One. There we go. Because these are all protected from bad stuff anyways. And these will slowly generate extra peasants that we can use soon. So this is the better way. We can also start taxing our friends a bit more here because they have happiness of 86. That will bring even more money into town. And we now have 5,000 faith points. We can get the ones for the extra pastures unlocked, which is good for the ducks.
My time is precious.
My time is precious. I know, my time is precious too. What are you talking about? Alright, 2 pastures, 2 pastures. 2 pastures, there we go. Perfect. Now the question is, shall we start delivering? We see we have the tea leaves, we have everything. So let's begin, and then soon enough we'll have all the clothing too. And that will get us to...
From sunrise to sunset, the field demands our effort.
to the next monument. How are we doing on the ducks? Good, doubled up. Oh, hemp... Oh, the hemp income is very low now because it's winter time, of course. That's it, okay. I was thinking we could improve the sorghum again so that we make a bit more and lower the cost for it. That way... That's good for the duck farms, by the way. Not for anything else. But yeah, we slightly underproduce in sorghum now, but we made good amounts during the year. So I think we should be okay. We should be okay, yeah. So they're delivering the goods. Look at this. All the fish is there. The tools are being brought in. Tea is being brought in, and then some more clothing. So I have to be a little bit patient with that, I guess. See, we now make 3,000 a month, so yeah, we're making good progress. Wood's going down a bit, rice going down a bit, salt still going up, fish going up, clothing is good. So most numbers are good. This is very nice. And I believe if we take a look at the taxes, we can see that we have 1,100 craftsmen and 2,500 peasants. The peasants pay way more taxes at the moment, but I think in the end these pay more taxes. So if we do it right, these will actually start to pay more taxes. So the more craftsmen we get, the more money we'll make. Oh, we'll have to check that at some point. Trade post is doing a good job. Offerings. Yep, that's busy. No miracles, no stuff. We're not doing any of that at the moment. Ooh. Yep, let's lower the upkeep cost.
Treat every leaf with care.
I like that. And now we are over 100,000. And we're back on track. We made a whole new production area. So what will be next? The pottery we can do. The statue can be nice. The Kuyu field is nice because this generates a lot of extra money. And we're building the Jade Emperor Monument, and then we can go to bricks. But there might be a point where it can be very valuable to, you know, get some of these going. Simply because then, once we have all the unlocks, we, as you can see, there's a little bug here, because sometimes it doesn't spend all the points you can on it. So see, I don't have the points for this, but I clicked it and it still worked. So some of these don't work properly. See, 150, 300, we don't have those, but I could still click it, so... Oh well. Hope they fixed that at some point. But yeah, getting the upgrades is really worth it in the end, because buildings will get cheaper, they'll be more productive. Ah, they delivered everything, so now we can see what this is going to be. Let's finish it. There we go. The gods will finish it, and what will they make? Ah, apparently a statue of a god person or something like that. And we have reached the age of scholars. Ooh, we can get the improvement office. Improves productivity or decreases upkeep cost of nearby production buildings. Or we can get rations, new mechanics. You can set fuel and food rations in Yamen to maximize your income. Basic food and fuel consumption will increase by 10%. I want to go with the production office. I think that's better. We can build that production office, and then some buildings will be highly productive, or they will do, yeah, they basically just do better. So I know I like that. I just don't know the range. Is it only the buildings that are... Oh yeah, well, I see a range now. I wonder if it needs a road connection or not. But like, if I build it out here, it should work on some of those buildings. Or, but I think the range is pretty small, actually. But we have room for it right here. So, you know what? Let's build one. What will it do? Decrease upkeep cost. 10 per minute. Okay, for all the buildings in range. Oh, that's nice. We can also increase the productivity, I guess. 5 a minute. Oh, this is what it's costing me. This is costing me 10 science points a minute. This will cost me 5. But you can get bonuses. Okay, nice. So, it'll cost us 10 a minute. In total, 217, I guess. But our income goes up with 800. That's not bad. I think I like that. And maybe we can up the amount of science points again by just building some of these extra. Like, there's one there that has plenty of room to accommodate people. One here too, one there too. Yeah, that one, but we're still going to expand the town this way, so we can already place that one. And then some of these can already be upgraded. And here you see, from 800 points, we are now up to 1.1k points. Still rising slowly, 1.159. So, yeah, we're getting science in faster. That's good. I think spring is coming again, which is also a very welcome thing. We do spend money, but we make good money too, so that's not an issue. And now that it is the next age, we still have not unlocked this statue. I'm going to unlock it. I think all of these buildings already have their... see, only one doesn't have its bonus. But yeah, if we build this, this building now also gets its bonus and we make a bit of extra tax money on it. And that way we can soon do a lot more stuff. But right now, let's take a look at the technology tree. We still have to go for pottery, tea house. That leads to the tea house. And with the jasmine farm, we can make a special blend of tea. There's still some more unlocks here. But if we go this way, we can see a restaurant with ducks, a coal mine, a soy farm, a paper factory, and a book factory. We can get some walls, celestial tower, combat, but that's coming soon, so that's not in the game yet. Don't know if I'll be a fan of that, probably not. We can upgrade our yamen, we can get the flax farm, the scissors forge, advanced tools, so there's a lot more to come. But at least I think we made some very good progress this episode.
Let's hope we are not needed today.
Let's increase the range of our water wells, that'll be nice. But with all these upgrades and stuff, we've also reached the end of this little episode. So I'm just going to say thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.